getting ready to fly. This is Nana's trip with Finley for her graduation year to New Zealand. I am taking off out of Anchorage, Alaska, the land of real grizzlies and real bears, and heading to Alaska, south of the equator, New Zealand, where they are going into winter as we are coming into summer here. And thankfully, no bears there. They won't be hibernating. They won't even be there. So anyway, looking very much forward to this adventure with my granddaughter. We will be traveling from the South Island up through the North Island, landing in Christchurch. Her and I meet up in San Francisco to take off on Fiji Airways, heading on to Nadi and then on to Christchurch. We'll be checking in on our journey. Not very many people have been blogging about visiting New Zealand in the winter and riding the bus system. So something new. Hopefully this will be helpful for you. Bye-bye. Landed in San Francisco, and here she is. We caught up with each other. My traveling companion. Woohoo! Yay! Now we just have 4+ hours to wait. Look at this. There's a yoga room. Who knew? How cool is this? We went in and stretched out. San Francisco Airport. Made it. 2 days of flying. Finley from where?
Colorado.
Me from Alaska, and a very long layover in Fiji we hadn't anticipated. We've decided it's getting dark on us.
A longer one in San Francisco.
And we don't want to wait do the whole bus routine. It's going to take us at least another hour and 15 to get down there probably. And it's rush hour and we got our heavy luggage, so screw it. We're doing an Uber. All right.
And then we're gonna get food, right?
Yes, we gotta find it.
And candy.
Here's our first little accommodations called Cute on Cashel Street. We're off a major street called Cashel. And we booked this through we booked it through booking.com. It was quite affordable. And it's a very nice new little unit. There I be. And we moved in last night. Nice lock, entry keyless, so we could get in easily. And very new and full of all of our gear that's exploded everywhere. So we are ready to start our day. Here's Finn with a 5W Women Welcome Women Worldwide hostess is coming to pick us up, take us to her home for breakfast, and start our day. And she's doing something here. She's getting her lips ready for the day. Oh, we needed that. Thank you.
It was $1.
And we go upstairs to our bedroom, which has a queen bed. And we are not using all the wonderful storage located throughout this cute little unit. We don't need it, so we have to get up early and leave, so not a whole lot of action up here. So this is where we're staying. And we're ready to start some activities today. Watch the moving tea towels. This is the best window coverings yet. We are visiting the Pinterest house.
I know.
Look at this gorgeous ladder over the top of the area here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so clever.
I made that. I made two and gave one to my neighbour.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
and this is incredible.
Yeah, so this was a wasted wall space because you see what the sliding door here? And one day States actually.
Oh, really?
And I thought, oh, that's $20 from the States. Well, that's too much trouble.
Yeah.
So somebody said, oh, what if we get, like those, go to the op shops or charity shops and get the plastic dolls,
and then rip.
But it's a bit strange. They just cut off their heads and their arms and their legs. Yeah, I know. It was a bit strange.
It's a bit dark.
Yeah, a bit dark, but anyway. So I've done quite a few of those.
Oh, these are.
Looking for treasures at the Rickerton Market, a Sunday market all year round.
Oh, Jesus.
Finley is exploring her first op shop, known as an opportunity shop here in New Zealand.
Is it cute?
Yes, it's cute. And yes, you are too. We are in Littleton, just a little bit outside of Christchurch, through a long tunnel. Gorgeous little town, waterfront, cruise ships come in. Oh yeah, look at Little Main Street. And we're gonna go find ourselves a great little restaurant. Can't be better than this. We arrive at the castle and the sun came out as we stopped to take our photos. It was kind of dark and now we got sun. So beautiful. Happy almost birthday, Finn.
Tomorrow.
Waking up this morning to rain, our first real rain in New Zealand since we've arrived. It is now June the 4th and it's pretty socked in down here in Queentown. This is the view from my pad, the hotel that we're staying at. Pretty sweet little, very modern hotel. As ancient and fun and quirky and great as the castle was for our stay, this place is ultra modern. All kinds of tricky light switches and motion sensors and everything in your room. And basically zip for storage. Even running the TV is a challenge. Up there on the top of the mountain is the top of the gondola. Birthday girl is tired, and we are on our way to Arrowtown with a 40 to 50 minute bus ride each direction to wander around this old rustic mining town near Queentown. In the Chinese settlement, as the gold dwindled away, the Chinese gold miners switched to farming and also farmed sometimes while they were gold mining. But these are food caches built into the side of the mountain to hold some of the crops that they would then later sell. It's an amazing place to visit and see and read the various descriptive cards along the way. It's well managed and well done. We're at the waterfront. Lots more shops and stores down here. Everything's really new and modern. Just like a ski town, except for not as many Bavarian style houses. And we have this huge lake in front of us. It must be just spectacular in the summertime. So some tour boats heading out there. We have some kind of an activity jet boat going on, coming out. Not quite sure what that one does. A variety of every possible adventure sport you can imagine in this town.
Deer in the mountains, because these deer were starting to impact the native birds that we have here in New Zealand, because the deer in the mountains were eating the fresh undergrowth that the native birds needed as their food source. And so we were seeing a decline in our bird species because of the increase in the deer in the mountains. So the government employed a few men to get into the deer and start removing some of them. And initially they were just leaving the deer where they fell. But some of these men eventually realised
so much like Kenai Fjords. Amazing. The similarities. The type of trees seem a bit different. The way the land masses look the same. One of the must-do stops for visiting New Zealand. Because all the glaciers have so drastically receded, this is completely a waterfall tour, not like sewers. The smiling crystal glaciers, high water. These glaciers have receded so far, you have to pretty much go by helicopter to get to them. Still a beautiful tour. On our trip back from Milford Sound, we are still on the west side of the tunnel, and Finley's over here enjoying squeeze yogurt with jam. We stuck it in a Ziploc bag. Anyway, we have actually hit the snowstorm that had been predicted for this afternoon. Hopefully on the other side of the tunnel, it should change as we come out into a different type of climate pattern on the other side of the tunnel. So, looking pretty good. Not too hairy. We have an excellent bus driver. We have total confidence. Everything is working. So, don't let the bad weather stop you from taking a great tour out into Milford Sound, even though that was one of the road crew clearing the snow with a trailer pulled behind his vehicle had the blade down, and because it's on a single hitch, it swung out into our lane. But Ivan, our fabulous driver, avoided it. He's taking it a little slower. Hi from Queentown. Yes, we're ready to leave our little town of Queentown, and it's finally starting to clear off here, so we have a bit of a view from this little deck that is up on the 6th floor where our room is. Oh gosh, I didn't even notice they have a little fireplace out here even. Well, it's been too wet to enjoy, so we're now getting ready to leave here in about an hour, probably out of here in a half an hour, and we leave for Wanaka. And that's about it for our report from Queentown. Enjoyed the Milford Sound, but wow, what a long bus ride back and forth. So, but it was all good. Happy we went. And as you can see, there's just a little portion of this big lake that this town sits on. And the ski resorts are up behind me. Can't really see them. You can see some peaks over here, and with some snow on those, but the others are quite about a 40-minute drive, I guess. All right. Our stay in Wanaka has been wonderful. We had a wonderful night out last night at Cinema Paradiso, and our accommodations here at the Archway Motel and Hotel has been terrific. We love the little kitchen. It let us heat up some leftovers that we had that we needed to eat up. Great kitchen, well stocked, everything that you need. Big comfy room, twin bed with a king, plenty of bedding, even extra bedding, extra pillows, and a big roomy bathroom. It was a great stay. The host, he was fabulous, gave us lots of pointers of where to hike and walk and discounts on bicycle rentals, everything we needed. Definitely a big plus and a stay again. After watching way too many blogs about everything in New Zealand, this was one of the bloggers' favorite hits and stops. So I had to go ahead and paddle out so I could get my own personal view of the wind. One of our bus stops was this very interesting and unique salmon farm and restaurant. They actually farm their salmon themselves, having 4 pens outside, and each pen with a varying size of salmon. They are able to hatch the salmon from fry into the fry size, grow them up to being a full-size salmon. At that point, they would harvest them, saving some for creating stock to continue the process. They do all their smoking of the salmon and sell it in their cafe, and also serve the salmon in their cafe. Really fun to see this, to have it such a small operation. And you can see the different water pumps that are going into the various pools, and they have some different screening for birds to prevent them from coming in to take off with any of the salmon. Very interesting stop on our trip. Morning in Franz Joseph, waiting for the bus driver to come and find us at our drop spot. Hopefully he remembers from our discussion where we wanted to be picked up, and that we would be here where he dropped us. We'll probably be one of very few passengers on the big bus today. There's a few views around Franz Joseph. Beautiful little area. We stayed in a little place over here called the Terrace, just down here on the left. Great mountain views all around. It is definitely a tourist town for viewing the glacier. And we have been blessed with perfect weather again today for the west coast on the South Island of New Zealand. Another wonderful and beautiful sunny day as we travel up the east coast of the South Island going towards Nelson. Some lovely stops en route along the coastline. Also some sweet little towns with cafe stops for bus travelers. They always seem to take care of us with a 2-hour stop regularly. Working on some arts and crafts. Roadside stop to visit the Pancake Rocks along our bus trip today to Nelson. Beautifully built location here with paths to wind through the deep and thick vegetation. I swear you're in Hawaii. And this is winter. Winter visit to New Zealand. It's a screaming plus. Do it, do it. There is no one here. Bring a little warmer coat and enjoy the views in peace and quiet. This is our 5W home that we're visiting. Rosemary's here in Nelson. We're out of town. We're out here by the edge of the city, but right on the shoreline. Something is draining here by me. You can see right across the street from our home is the Tasman Sea. Gorgeous location. Looks like we need to go do some beach combing tomorrow morning. We're heading over to hike a bit on the Tasman Trail, which is the land across the bay here. This morning, we have Finley getting a lesson from Rosemary on how to poach an egg. They went outside and harvested one egg from the chickens and have it now in the pan cooking.
Yeah, oh, just help yourself. There's some
The one
there
right
too.
here.
And we're
Any
enjoying-
other ones. And so we're going to get it scored out of 10, right? Finley
Yes.
will give
Yes.
Yes.
the egg a score.
And the rhubarb muffins, they're so good.
Yes.
But
Rhubarb from Rosemary's garden.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Starting our trek for the day out into Abel Tasman National Park. Finley's gonna find she loses her cell phone real soon.
I'm not losing my cell phone.
Gorgeous views.
I dropped it in the water. What is
False
that?
alarm, false alarm.
Look at the water. Look at the algae.
So is this like the, what would I say, the plant of New Zealand? The silver fern?
Yeah, well, it is on the rugby. It is in a way.
Feels really weird. Feel it.
Huh.
With the seeds on it.
So those little spores?
Where do the seeds like come from? How do they just like? Does it come from like the inside of like the middle of the leaf of each fern? Does that make sense?
Don't you love it when kids ask questions like that? It's such a
Put
good
you on the
question, which I
spot.
never ever thought of before. Like, how come that one got there and then the other ones we're looking at didn't get there? Why did that happen? Speak to me, old tree.
Let me see. Right here.
Finley is checking out this black
good.
Oh, the beech tree. Yeah.
beech tree that has the black bark, looking for the
Honey.
honeydew droplets.
Got a good one.
And are these left by the wasp?
No, this is a little insect. You're not eating the insect, you're eating its tree.
You're eating insect poop. That's sweet. You like it.
I know, but
Gotta
I
listen to your
forgot.
explanations. So now she's disgusted, but she's been totally enjoying these sweet little droplets off the tree.
Isn't real honey like debonded? You can buy it. Yeah. You can buy a couple of
Time to say goodbye to Rosemary and the South Island. We had such a lovely stay, using some virtual reality glasses at the airport, ready to fly to Wellington. First sights of land. We've just checked in today to the Hotel Wyndham in Wellington after a flight with New Zealand Air over from Nelson to Wellington. We are in downtown, a couple blocks away from the harbor, where we're going to head to go see the acclaimed museum and artwork museum and walk along the waterfront. It is a cloudy day, but it is not raining, so we are going to take our time and go and enjoy that. That's our bathroom behind the sliding door, and we do have a mini kitchen with a refrigerator, so that's good. Well, no tour of the bathroom at this time is available. Continuation of our video of our Wellington hotel. Pretty black and white tile, worth taking a couple quick pics of the bathroom. I love this floor, beautiful. And we have our own washer dryer, cool. Our Hastings hotel had everything we needed and was a new accommodation. Centrally located, we could even do the laundry. New World grocery stores proved to be our most favorite shopping. The vegetables were outrageous. You thought you were at the Alaska State Fair with giant-sized veggies. Our 3-ring binder with our bus scheduling proved to be invaluable to keep us on time. Finley's enjoying her salad made from all the veggies from last night's chopping up and cooking. Countryside, gorgeous, green and perfect. Headed off to Tapu, where we had a 4-hour stopover to rent bicycles and get out to enjoy the scenery of the beautiful lake area and surroundings. We have come up to a dam on the river flowing into Topo Lake. We are off on a bicycle track up going to Hoku Falls. All right, and this is our track. A little nutso. We were advised first maybe try the other one, and then some other guys directed us this way, and we took their direction. The scenery was so striking, we just kept pedaling along. We got to a point where we knew we needed to turn back or find the main road and head back to the harbor for our sack lunches. Beautiful boat harbor, fishing harbor, as this is the biggest sport fishing lake in New Zealand. We made it back to our bus stop and got back on to continue our journey for the day on to Rorarua. Our cheese buffet was followed up by bubble waffles next to the shoreline of Lake Rorarua, where we started a very long walk for the day. We had turned in bicycles after our bus stop layover the prior day, and Finley was not up for another bike ride, so we took a very scenic long walk for most of the day, circling a lot of the highlights of the city on the green corridor. Steaming earth coming up from the core of the crust of the earth. This is what we need to heat our house in Pine, Colorado. Some solid geothermal action. Rorarua was built on the top of a volcano cinder cone and has plenty of steaming earth vents throughout all of the park areas that we walked. Pretty interesting. The pool at our accommodation was even heated from geothermal heat, as was most of the town. We attended an evening event called Te Patu, which was a Maori's people cultural event, and enjoying a meal cooked underground and also participating with some arts and crafts. Our visit to the town of Hamilton with the worst hotel we stayed at also had the lovely Zilong Tea Farm, where we visited for a tour and viewed the beautiful gardens, and you could see the tea being cultivated. Lovely lunch at their cafe that we had pre-booked ahead. Our downtown location gave us an easy access to the river walk next to the Waikato River, and we tested that one out. We had a planned layover so we could stop on our way to Auckland at the glowworm caves, which turned out to be a really fun activity. We both enjoyed it and learned a lot. Traveler's food storage bag. Here we go. Finley and I are kind of backpacking. Well, we're riding the buses around, and to keep with us, we found this great little in Christchurch, our first city, insulated picnic bag. Unfortunately, it's not watertight, so one bus got it pretty wet, but we've managed to keep it dry and hang it up in hotel rooms. So here's we're gonna dissect it here. What did I have in here? Well, we've got some broccoli still left over. We chopped up one night. We've got her leftover mac and cheese for today. I have a peanut butter and jam sandwich all ready to go for later on my gluten-free bread. We got carrot sticks we chopped up ready to eat. She loves tomatoes. We always got some tomatoes. We got our own mayonnaise. I can't have ketchup, so we don't have that. These we freeze at night. This is chicken that she really loves, rotisserie chicken, and it's being all kept cold by a water bottle that we freeze every night in our hotel refrigerator. And then almond milk is pushed in there because I need that in my morning mocha, nice and chilled next to the frozen water. Then as the water melts, I'm able to pour it into my drink and have nice icy cold water. We have our silicone bowls with snap lids. When the bowls are collapsed, they make a nice sized bowl for all of our different things that we might try microwaving or heating. And they collapse down terrific. This is the size that they are, nice and deep, great for salads, soups, oatmeals, whatever you got to do. Kind of a universal size. This is a snack tray. Something else came in this. We saved it. Works great for crackers so they don't get crushed. We have a whole thing of different cheeses because we're really about the cheese. And some salami. She enjoys that. Got some margarine in the bottom because I'm not supposed to be having lactose at this time. This is odd little guy. Is a silicone bottle that gets bigger. I make my morning mocha in it every night before. We got peanut butter as a staple in here. We got squeezed jam. We used it up and put regular jam and got rid of the glass bottle in that. So we always got PB&J and got some bagels in here. Got some extra. We always keep our bags, extra Ziplocs for everything. We've got some oatmeal back here, peanut butter. And then this is like our drink combination and spice packets. So if we do find something we're going to cook, we got spice in there. Some different drink items, and usually a bag full of good quality granola bars in case we have to do a breakfast replacement. This is our napkins we pick up as we go, and we have some plastic silverware along with reusable spoons that I bought on Amazon. So that's kind of our food basics that has traveled with us throughout New Zealand and has worked out great for a lot of our meals on the go. There you go. Taking the bus into the city, we got our first panoramic views of Auckland. Of course, we had to go up the Sky Tower, and we brought Akani along with us to be our city guide and to enjoy a few of the experiences she hadn't had yet in Auckland while staying with Diana. Finley had to try the cotton candy machine up on top of the Sky Tower. Auckland spread out below us in every direction for perfect viewing. We lucked out again with another excellent day of weather, and with Akani with us, added for a great fun element for both of us. Akani was in New Zealand for about a year and ready to head back to her home country in about 2 weeks. This is the very first one for Akani to eat. Akani's never had one of these, but she's heard about mozzarella cheese inside, deep fried, and she likes jalapenos.
It's not exactly
It's
a
good.
mozzarella stick.
She says
Mozzarella
good.
stick is just different. It's good.
She says good. We are. Bye. We're gonna miss you guys. We'll see you in Czech Republic and in Japan. But before that, we'll see you in Alaska.
Okay, let's see.
A quick walk from our Waikiki hotel to the beautiful Waikiki Beach in downtown Honolulu. A great place to jump in and get wet and enjoy the water. This was a somber and emotional tour, something I have looked forward to doing for many years. It was a very nice thing to share with Finley, as she does have aspirations for joining the military. We took our time reading about the various different displays and looking closely at all that was offered. Terrifically done. Our last day in Honolulu was a huge treat when my Alaska BFF from Girdwood turned out to being in Hawaii at the same time. She came into Waikiki, picked us up, and took us to the North Shore, where we had total deserted beaches all to ourselves. What a treat. Dinner and back to Honolulu and the airport journey home. Thank you, Marianne. And Yana, that was a huge treat. One more bonus stopover, visit with Ginny in Seattle. We headed to Pike Street Market to see all the new improvements, up to Queen Anne Hill for lunch at Dick's Drive-In, and when we split at the airport, Finley off to Colorado and me to Alaska.